71% of the earth is covered by water. Just 3% of that is fresh water. Almost 70% of our fresh water is contained in glaciers and the polar ice caps. Most of the rest is groundwater.
Maine is a water-rich state. We receive more than 40 inches of precipitation in an average year, which helps to recharge the groundwater supply.
Maine's groundwater withdrawals have many everyday uses. These include drinking water, firefighting, manufacturing, irrigation, and snowmaking from both private and public supplies. Maine has 1,900 public water systems, many of which use groundwater. 35 billion gallons of water are delivered each year by public water supplies in Maine. About half of Maine households rely on private wells for their water supply. Other parts of the country struggle with dwindling supplies due to geographical location and drought conditions, while Maine enjoys a bountiful supply of water. There is very little separation from the state's land surface to its groundwater as compared to western states, where groundwater depth exceeds 100 feet. Maine's groundwater is often less than 3 feet below the surface, and this can be seen in midsummer when streams fed by groundwater continue to flow. Despite our abundance of groundwater, it is important to balance withdrawals with the natural recharge of an aquifer. Management of the resource is critical to sustainability.
Public water systems have developed and implemented long-term plans to use the highest quality water resources for our drinking water. They chose sources that were relatively undeveloped and well protected. Over time, populations had shifted from city centers to suburbs and in many cases have reduced the security of our water systems. Climate variability and periodic drought also challenge our ability to provide safe and secure drinking water. Larger systems have developed plans to help deal with these contingencies. The Drinking Water Program coordinates state agency and public water system efforts to ensure that water withdrawals for drinking water are managed to sustain the resource over the long term and protect their investment.
While our source of water is ample, it is also vulnerable. Every day, dangerous products are transported across our state, often in close proximity to groundwater sources. Our supplies may also become compromised by the development of land. Maine has a rich tradition of farming. If done carelessly, it can have a negative impact on our groundwater. Also, in today's world, we have to be vigilant to prevent catastrophes brought on by vandalism and terrorism.
Major risks to water resources come from poorly planned development, which can alter the quality and quantity of available groundwater. Withdrawals for public water and industrial use are well managed and represent a small fraction of the available water. Degradation of water quality from activities like petroleum spills and malfunctioning septic systems can jeopardize the availability and safety of our drinking water. State regulations on setbacks and construction standards help reduce these risks.
Maine's groundwater does more than just quench our thirst. Much of our state's economy and quality of life are dependent on this resource. Skiers, anglers, boaters, and other outdoor enthusiasts depend on safe and abundant water to pursue their pleasures. Maine should continue to have ample groundwater supplies well into the future, but it will require continued diligence on the part of regulators, professionals, and individuals.